Hey, hey. Hi, guys. All right, so Scorpios, welcome back. Here we go. Scorpios, we're going to do kind of like a rapid fire story here. So let's just see what we get. We start out with the Nurturer of Cups, which would typically be the the Queen of Cups, but instead they put a masculine on it. We've got the Mastery of Swords, which is the King of Swords. We've got a Four of Swords, an Action of Wands, the Six of Cups, and the Eight of Coins. Eight of Coins has been a very popular card. So first off, we could be talking about two different storylines or two different directions I could tell this story. This could be a same-sex couple of possibly two divine masculine energies. Doesn't have to be men, but could be divine masculine energies. So both like action takers, leaders. Or this could talk about our lead character has actually dealt with two different characters. Now, again, could be divine masculines that we're referencing, but could be women just as easily as men because we talk about energy, not genders. Right now, I'm going to tell the story currently, and it can kind of be applied in either direction. So I'll refer to the lead character, but the lead character could be this particular person. All right. So Scorpio, we've got, if this is our Scorpio, they could be a divine feminine who's very much in their masculine energy right now, just, like putting themselves into a state of peace and harmony. They might have dealt with an air sign, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, who they are currently in silence with, healing from, resting from, and actively moving on from, because there's a new soulmate coming in who wants to put some work into this. Now, the other storyline could be that this is actually our Scorpio has been like almost wishing for a new individual, and somewhere on the periphery we've got the memory that we're healing from someone who was maybe kind of ice cold. Again, this could have still been Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, but somebody who was kind of like a bad boy, bad girl attitude. They went kind of silent. There could have been ghosting here, disappeared. And it's like, wow, there's a lot to heal from. But you know what? Honestly, it's, even if we assume that they moved on with somebody else, it turns out it's all kind of for the best, because we're bringing in a new vibe anyway. We're bringing in someone that is maybe just exactly what we've asked for, unless it is them going to hop on that motorcycle and come riding in at the last moment. And that is possible as well, because this can be a returning soulmate, and this is You're the Tiger, and we've got a couple of Bengals sitting here. So this could be that silent ex who we've been healing from could be hopping on their motorcycle, which would be pretty appropriate ride for this bad boy, bad girl to be coming in on their Momo cycle. And they're coming in before the end of the year to say, I want to work on things. This could be the return of the silent one. Let's get another card or two here. Let me put it this way. This could be, I'm leaning toward that being the story. I'm leaning toward this representing our Scorpio, who's sitting here in kind of like a place of peace, even sending that ex love and saying, hey, wishing you well. I'm going in a new direction. But somebody is coming in here, and what we've got is an Ace of Coins that could be new, and the Action of Cups in the reverse. I mean, this is starting to look like to me, this looks a little bit like our Scorpio might say no thank you to them. I've started a new journey. Even if that soulmate comes back in, that we might say, no, I don't actually want to give my heart to this again. I've actually turned my energy toward things that I want. Maybe there's some new option on the horizon. And I suggest that because we do actually have two Bengals here. Now, granted, it's like a parent and a cub, but that could just represent like maybe the ex feels kind of more like they were like a young soul. They might have been a soulmate, but we may have a brand new soulmate coming in. Regardless, I'm so sorry, but it does look like an ex is trying to ride that motorcycle in, but they're coming in for passion. They're coming in because of passion. This is someone who's not much of a communicator, but they're coming in for passion. And it kind of looks like we're saying, no, I don't want to give my love to this. Tell me about that soulmate. Tell me about that soulmate. We've got a death card. So major transformation. We've got the nurturer of wands, which is the queen of wands in the reverse. And we got the action of coins, again, with the new beginning. I got to say, I want to, the only way I'm going to interpret this, because this is the storyline I see now. We have a Scorpio that has been has dealt with one soulmate that they viewed as just a really immature young soul. And I think that was that air sign. It doesn't have to be an air sign, but it was, someone who was like all about like using logic, but then they really weren't that logical. They were just, they might have even said things that weren't totally true. And then if they got called in it, they just go silent, It's a person who maybe has a bit of a devil may care attitude. Instead of being fair and balanced, they kind of look out for number one first, and then kind of even disappear once they get what they want, but then they want to come back in because, hey, Scorpio's a freaking catch. Scorpio's sexy, handsome, attractive, all that. They might be driven by a little bit of those lower, desires, right? And I almost think that's the thing that we've recognized and are saying, you know what, I want a mature soulmate to come in. So bring me a mature soulmate. And I think that's exactly what's happening here, because to have that that vibe of, we've got basically it's like a Knight of Pentacles coming in. This is that slow moving but significant change. And we've got that Ace of Coins. It's I'm looking at it as the same thing. It's like, I really want things to be different. With the Death card, I want to choose differently. I don't want to be caught in a karmic cycle. My karmic cycle that I was in with the bad boy, the bad girl, maybe I was a little bad boy, bad girl for a while, but now you notice I have the Phoenix Rising tattoo here. I've changed. I'm not interested in the bad boy, bad girl anymore, because I got through some of my lessons, and that's why I'm ready for a different soulmate. I've transformed. I want to build something with someone. And so I don't see us giving our love to a bad boy, bad girl, because we never saw any evidence of this character turning their energy around. They kind of come back in all hot and bothered, kind of maybe like the way they always do. I don't even know if this person like really makes big promises. This could be the lover who comes in for like a night of passion, and yet they don't actually make a bond that is more than physical. It's like that's what they do. They make physical bonds. They ride into town, and I just think it's like I think that we're done with that. That's what it looks like. And we're realizing, yeah, there was a bond with this person, which is probably why it would have been feasible in the first place, because it's like, I do have a connection to this person, but I'm realizing that they're a really young soul. They aren't ready for more than that, and I really want to work on building a stronger connection, which means I gotta have somebody else, because I certainly can't give my heart to someone who's still that immature when it comes to love. Like, they're coming in to hold my body, not hold my heart, and I think that's why it's like, well, then what am I doing giving them my heart? And at this point, I don't want to give them my body either, because that was my own lesson, is if I want to make changes, I got to change who I attract, which means I have to be attracted to different quality of people. Still passionate, sure, but passionate about building something. That's what it looks like. And so I don't know, Scorpio, I like this one for you, because it looks like it's a conscious change in what we're looking for, because we've seen there's different soulmates, and they teach us different lessons, and they help us point different things out, and it's like there's no animosity, no hard feelings. It's not like, oh, this person broke my heart, they shattered my trust, they did this, they did that. Because in all honesty, it kind of looks like we already knew intuitively, you know what, I think this person is alluring because they're the bad boy, bad girl. They come in, like a hurricane, and then, leave like a rolling, whatever, like a tumbleweed or something. And for a while that might have been even exciting. And then it became like, is this really what I want? Are we ever going to be more than this? No, I think they're a young soul, and I think I'm looking for an old soul now. So I just feel like there's a nice shift in this. Anyway, I'm going to leave this one here. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. Thank you so much for liking, sharing, subscribing. If you do enjoy my storytelling, awesome. Thank you for giving this video a thumbs up. And as I always say, I am a storyteller, not a psychic, so do bear that in mind. That changes the perception of, you know, how you listen to my art, because it's not predictive. I'm not a psychic. Wish I was, but I don't have that gift. So I hope you enjoy it for what it is. All right, take care. Bye-bye.